Top of the morning to you folks. It is Monday and a new week begins in this new world that we live in. I just thought I would say good morning to you, and you haven't seen Mr. Perfect for a while, so I thought I would just reintroduce him to you. As you can see, I am back in my soundproof isolation room at my house, and the time is, I don't know what the time is, but I think it is maybe 6:33, I think. I'm just not quite sure whether that clock is right on my computer, but I think it is. But anyway, it's around that time. So good morning. The quiz from last night, it looks like from the feedback that Sorrento came up trumps with Daryl, Prudence and Ava coming in with 5 out of the 6. Well done. Special mention must go to the English division of the Fergusons, Leslie. 2 out of 6 is still a good effort. You got a third of them right. So that's a good thing. Well done, and well done to everybody else who participated. Now, I've got some things to talk to you about today. Now, notice this. Do you notice this? I will turn around. The reason that I am wearing this is because I got a message this morning from the CEO of Ambulance Victoria, Tony Walker, and Tony said that former paramedics are being encouraged, as you might have seen in the press, to register with the Department of Health to potentially go back on the job if things get really bad with the coronavirus. My corona. And so that's interesting. I have no idea what the details of that are, because clearly for a lot of us who have been out of it for some time, the whole world of ambulance has changed. So I think what they're proposing, from what I can tell, is that if things get really bad and they can't put more cars on the road, so to speak, because they've only got a certain number of ambulances, but what they might do is if their workforce starts to get impacted and their qualified paramedic numbers get low, what they might do is on an ambulance run, one current qualified paramedic and then someone like me who spent 10 years in ambulance but is no longer qualified, and it's been a while. I think it's been 15 years since I was in ambulance. However, it's sort of, in a way, it's a bit like riding a bike in that whilst all of the drugs and protocols and equipment has changed, there's certain things that you don't forget. So what they would probably do is run one qualified paramedic and then someone like me or someone like that who understand what's going on, can assist and drive the ambulance and certainly assist with patient care and understand what's going on. I imagine they would run us through some sort of, 1 or 2 day or a week or whatever, I don't know, refresher just to get us up to speed with, the latest equipment and whatever. So anyway, that's interesting. And I thought, well, I should throw my hat in the ring and assist if it gets to that. But this is my old ambulance hat from Ambulance Service Victoria. And so I thought I would put this on to entertain you. What other things have I got? Media. Just start to watch now that what happens with the media in crisis events, although this is the biggest crisis the world's had for 100 years. But the media are very into the providing the latest information for communities around what to do and how to be safe and whatever. However, as happens with bushfires and any other emergency, there comes a point where it gets boring and people are sick of seeing, floodwaters or, bushfire or whatever. And so they start to look for the villain in all of this, start to dig the dirt, start the blame game. And I've certainly noticed that. I'm not talking about the conspiracies that are going around about the virus. I'm just talking about the fact that to me, the leadership in Victoria that Brett Sutton, who's the Chief Health Officer, has displayed has been outstanding. And he and I have been emailing a bit. I've been sending him some things around crisis leadership and just things for him to consider. And I notice he is in the gun this week, and that's what happens because the media get bored. They need to sensationalise something. So that's what's happening there. Homeschooling week 2 kicks off today. So we had a chat about it last night. So Emily, Grace and Tom's girlfriend Sarah is here. So they've all had their instructions on how that's going to work today. I think I said to you last night that 3UZ have rung me because one of the announcer's son has come down with a fever, and he had been with David and Julie for last week, so they're all a bit worried about that and all getting tests. So they rang me and asked me if I could work at 3UZ or RSN 927 tonight from 5:30 p.m. till 11. But you got to do what you got to do. Melissa's daughter, Alexandra, tomorrow will be 40 weeks gestation for her baby that is about to be born. And the baby is certainly moved, into position, low down into the birth canal. So she's sort of waddling around like a penguin when she moves. But so that's exciting. I can't believe that I am in love with a grandmother. Can you believe? Melissa, a grandmother at such a young age. But it's very exciting. The other thing for you to be aware of is that there are a lot of scams going on where people are getting text messages saying, you need to get tested, or, the banks are worried about, your security on your accounts or whatever it might happen to be. So be very careful. Do not respond to anything on Facebook or anything you get via text message about corona. Just delete. Maybe take a screenshot of it and delete, but don't open anything because they can be scams and things that get into your system and cause harm. So I think that's all I have for you on this Monday morning as I come to you live and exclusive from the isolation booth. You would have seen me shoot around that script that came through from America for me to do the voiceover for Viagra and Cialis, which are drugs to help men who have erectile dysfunction. Grant, how are you travelling these days, my friend? Well, what I could do is I could ask them if they have anything that they might be able to send to Queensland to help you. Anyway, but they got back to me again overnight saying, because I said to them, is this for real? And they came back saying, yes, we had a woman voicing it originally, but now they want a male and they want an Aussie accent, and we've heard you and we want to use you. So I'm just not too sure about that sort of thing. But anyway, so that's all the news I have for you for now. Have a great day. Keep smiling, look after yourself, exercise, drink lots of water, stay off the lollies and the chocolate. All the Easter eggs probably should be gone by now. They certainly are in this household. And I will either talk to you throughout the day, or I will be back on the video tonight when I'm in the studio at 3UZ. The greater 3UZ 930. Well, it's 927 now. And goodbye from the former paramedic who could be making a comeback. Don't know about that, but if the states, if it's all turning to that brown stuff, then we've all got to chip in and do whatever we can. So, as I said, have a great day. Look after yourself. Keep smiling. Love to you all, and catch you soon. Bye.